Aloha and welcome to World Awake TV. Your host and holistic hacker here, Sky Cubby, beaming in from the big island of Hawaii. We're going to explore also how to immediately alkalize with a baking soda bomb, to get super oxygenated with medicinal mushrooms. Virus can't stand an oxygenated environment. Cutting edge discoveries like Nano Silver that has killed every pathogen ever tested, boosting iodine levels, which studies have shown that in the nostrils of mice, it actually inhibited them from contracting the influenza virus when they were exposed to it. Protect yourself, but don't fall for their fear tactics. We are strong in the light, and no matter how scary the story gets, I personally am not going to let them convince me that I need to vaccinate just to save myself. Bill Gates himself did say if we did a good job with healthcare and vaccines, we could reduce the population by 10 to 15%. Don't believe me? Here he is saying just that.
First, we've got population. The world today has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%.
So when there appears to be this kind of agenda behind it, as well as the timing of it, then it seems like there's some kind of funny business going on. And I'm not going to personally buy the pandemic hook, line, and sinker where I got to go out and get the vaccine. But the best thing you can do is to protect yourself and your family's immune systems. Now, here's some of the most powerful ways you can protect yourself. Just to touch on the basics, which I'll go more into depth in another video, there's rest and relaxation, which is crucial for building your immune system. The body treats lack of sleep as a terrible disease. Then there's meditation and movement for anti-stress, and to cleanse your lymph is just so important. But right now, I'm going to dive into the things that you can do to protect yourself. There's a lot more than my list here, but these are my faves, and I wish I knew about them when I had chronic asthma and lung infections due to a compromised immune system early on in life. Iodine can be a huge viral protectant. There was actually one study done with mice and influenza where they sprayed the iodine inside the nose of the mice, exposed them to influenza, and they didn't get it. The iodine I suggest is nascent iodine. You can actually put it on your skin and it will absorb through your skin. If you put it on your wrists, for example, you can keep applying until you start to see the color stay. It means at that point you have had enough, your body's not absorbing it. It's not as harsh as taking it internally, although you can take it internally as well if you just want to be safe. It can just be a little harsh for the body. But if you're going into ground zero, you might want to take some iodine and even put it in your nose. Now, vitamin D is crucial. I was just on the Kona side, out in the sun with my family, getting plenty of sun. And if you don't have that opportunity, then you can supplement with vitamin D. But it's important to recognize that there's essential cofactors that can really help boost the vitamin D and put it to work in your system, like vitamin K2, boron, zinc, and magnesium. Magnesium oil is a great way to absorb magnesium. You could rub it on your skin and let it absorb for 15 minutes and then take a shower or bath, or even take a bath with magnesium salt or magnesium oil in the bath to help it absorb. As far as anti-stress, you can't get any better with medicinal mushrooms than reishi. Reishi is so powerful at eliminating slight allergies and is a powerful anti-inflammatory that is one cell wall thick, and sitting out there in the forest, nothing can touch it. So it can really help with your immune system because the mushrooms pass that immune system on to you. The other mushroom I highly suggest is cordyceps. Cordyceps is so oxygenating. This is the mushroom that grows on the head of the caterpillars up in the Himalayas that was reserved for the kings and queens and used to go for over $40,000 a pound. But we grow it in a lab, and it's at low temperature and low oxygen to simulate the Tibetan highlands. It's a performance-enhancing supplement that people take for athletics, but it's also so oxygenating that it allowed me to free dive to over 100 feet after having this history with asthma. It's so oxygenating, which viruses hate the high oxygen environments, so it can help boost your immune system and oxygenate you, as well as it's so high in polysaccharides and beta glucans. Our mushrooms from medicinal food, they're full spectrum. The reishi, the cordyceps, also the chaga mushroom, which has very antiviral properties as well. And these mushrooms have the super potent baby mushroom, the spore, the fruiting body, and the mycelial network. And they're in the long chain polysaccharides, which the most recent studies are showing that it more readily uptakes the this type of mushroom than any others. So the next tip I'll share with you is the blast. This is something that my wife does anytime someone in the household gets sick or is about to come down something, and usually nips it in the bud. It's garlic, ginger, turmeric, hot pepper, and apple cider vinegar. All these links will be below, and this recipe as well. But I can tell you, also onion. If you really want to go crazy, you can do the garlic, ginger, turmeric, hot pepper, apple cider vinegar, and onion, and blend it all up. I'm not going to give you exact proportions. Just use your intuition. A little bit of this, a little bit of that is fine. It's all potent medicine, and really is good at stopping viruses and just about anything else. One thing that can be used is honey. My daughter would eat a shot of this and take some honey and not really complain, so it's a good little chaser. Now, an honorable mention would be oregano. It's 10 times more powerful at reducing the contacting of the norovirus in mice, according to one study. And there's other essential oils that have had a clear study showing their effectiveness against viruses like tea tree, but I'm not going to say they're going to go kill the coronavirus. Essential oils can just add to your arsenal. However, I've seen some studies of essential oil that show they work like 40% better than the flu shot. Next up is Vaya Elixir. I can't say enough about this stuff because it's just amazing. If you've ever heard of the black salve that literally eats tumors off of skin or warts or any kind of cancerous mole or something like that, this is like a black salve that you can take internally to do a deep cleansing in your body. Vaya Elixir was created by an independently wealthy man who translated texts from India and studied with Native American shamans and Navajo who taught him about all kinds of different herbs. He actually did a lot of human trials with this stuff, and after curing thousands of people of cancer, the FBI showed up at his house and said, you can't be doing that kind of, you can't be calling that cancer, and it kind of went underground since then, but people have used it for all kinds of different mystery ailments, stemming from psoriasis to herpes to issues with HIV, also things like lupus and viral issues having to do with Lyme's. And so you start with one, like if someone has Lyme's, they start with 1 or 2 drops and build up to like 10 or 12 drops in water or juice. And you have to take it every day. You can't skip a day, or you got to start over. One bottle lasts for 3 months. And it's just known to go deep and not only clear up a lot of lingering chronic issues, but also be able to really protect yourself against bacteria and viruses. I'm not going to say that it's going to kill coronavirus, but the people who have taken it and gotten the flu, they have had it for just maybe like 1 day. And so it can really help with your immune system. I will say don't take it at night because it boosts your immune system so much that you're like awake during the night. And finally, my number 1 choice for protecting yourself against the coronavirus and anything else is got to be Nano Silver. Nano Silver has been tested to kill every single pathogen that it's been tested against. It's FDA approved. It's totally safe to use at 10 parts per million. It killed the Ebola virus. Dr. Rima said that she shipped it multiple times down to South Africa to help them, and it got confiscated. After finally getting it there, the Minister of Health for Sierra Leone kicked out the WHO and the FDA and said our people have a right to take a supplement. It's good no matter what to supplement yourself with Nano Silver, because we need 5 micrograms of silver in our body each day, and we're not getting it from our topsoil. But once they got the Nano Silver into Sierra Leone, it totally eradicated Ebola down there. And I've seen letters from the people down there saying this is working on the people. We finally have something. I've seen on the CDC website before, I can't find it now, but I saw it before, and it shows they came out in plain sight and said they created Ebola, and it showed the solution for Ebola, which was Nano Silver. So if it killed that engineered super virus, I feel like it would give you would really help stack the odds in your favor when it comes to this engineered super virus. And saving the best for last, again, the herbal antibiotics along with this respiratory formula are so powerful. My wife and daughter had COVID back in February, and it was, my wife lost her sense of smell. My daughter had the high fever, 104 fever. They didn't have any mucus. They had lung issues, and the herbal antibiotics we've taken for strep and staph and powerful infections, and then with the lung formula to back it up, it's super powerful stuff. You'll need to get it from your practitioner, Chinese herbal practitioner, like a acupuncturist. But this stuff is amazing, and it is a great tool in your arsenal. So I think that gives me the biggest sense of confidence to be able to travel, I don't want to hype this thing up. I want to give you guys solutions that really work, because there are solutions there to protect ourselves, and a lot of it has to do with those basics. Feed yourself good foods, get plenty of rest, relaxation, move your body, and protect yourself with some of these things that I've offered. So if you like this information, then like and subscribe and smash that notification bell so you can get notified of my videos to come. Until next time, remember, we are dreaming this world awake. Bye for now.